Asking for help. This project was created as a partnership between the Refugee Development Center and St. Vincent's Catholic Charities Refugee Services to support the Workplace and Innovation Opportunity Act program. In this video, you will learn about asking for help in the workplace. In the United States, asking for help in the workplace is very common. First, you will learn about some of the reasons why asking for help is important. Second, you will learn about when you should ask for help. Finally, you will learn some workplace communication strategies to ask for help in the workplace. Asking for help is okay and expected. In the U.S., everybody isn't expected to know everything, and people expect you to ask if you are unsure how to do something. From a young age, Americans are told that no question is a stupid question. It means if you are wondering about something, it is a good idea to ask because others might have the same question, or the information that you are requesting could be very important. Furthermore, your supervisor would rather see you do your work correctly than make mistakes and need to waste time to complete the task again. In the U.S., there is also an idea that many hands make light work. This means if everyone pitches in to help, it makes the task much easier to accomplish. In the U.S., there is an expression that two heads are better than one. Often, if there is a problem to solve, asking another person for their ideas about how to solve it leads to a better solution than if you tried to solve the problem alone. Keep in mind, getting help can reduce stress because you are not under the pressure to solve the problem or to do everything by yourself. And people like to help when possible and are generally willing to help when they can. It feels good, or it gives them an opportunity to showcase their skills or talents. Why should I ask for help? There are many reasons you may ask for help. You might not know how to use something in the workplace, and using it incorrectly could be dangerous to yourself, your coworkers, or the customers. Furthermore, you could damage the equipment and it could be expensive to repair or replace it. Asking for help with equipment used in the workplace can help avoid injuring yourself or others or causing costly damage to company property. You could also waste supplies or ingredients if they are not used properly or stored properly. Another reason to ask for help is when there are conflicts in the workplace between coworkers or with customers. It may be necessary to follow the company policy to resolve problems or disputes, and you should consult with a manager or supervisor who is trained on the company policies for these situations. Employees also need to be treated fairly, and not following company policy opens the door for lawsuits about discrimination in the workplace. Another reason is that you might not have time to complete all of the work you were assigned. It is important to let your supervisor know as soon as possible you have too much on your plate. This will allow your supervisor to prioritize the task you need to complete and assign tasks to another person. It is better to give as much notice as possible to avoid delays. This helps to ensure your entire team does not miss important deadlines. Asking for help can be more efficient to locate important information or to complete tasks quickly. Asking for help at the right moment can improve the efficiency of the team. Finally, mistakes can be very expensive. Even simple mistakes can cause damage to equipment, delays to a project, or the reputation of the entire company. you understand why you should ask for help. Next, we are going to discuss some things to consider when asking for help. Remember, anytime you ask for help, be sure you are paying attention. You should try to remember what you need to do so you are not frequently asking for help to do something somebody already showed you how to do, or so you can do it again. Try to ask yourself these questions when you are about to ask for help. Is it the right time to ask for help? What exactly do I need help with? Who is the best person to ask for help? Before you ask for help, you should consider checking other sources readily available to you. Sources you can check include your employee handbook, the union contract, Google, equipment instruction manual, or packaging instructions, information or instructions or other relevant materials. You might also ask a coworker to see if they know where you can find the information or if they know the answer. After you have determined you don't know where to find the information, or you determine the job is one that requires more than one person, you will want to ask for help before something becomes an issue. Of course, if it is already an issue, you should ask for help before it becomes an even bigger issue. Keep in mind, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. This is an expression that means preventing something from happening is much easier to deal with before it becomes a problem than after it becomes a problem. In short, sooner is better. Don't assume others are already aware of the problem or see that you need help. You will need to tell them a problem exists and you will need to ask them for help to solve it. Do it sooner rather than later. Address the situation before it turns into something even bigger. When you are asking for help, you also want to be mindful of the time of others. Try to avoid asking for help at the last minute. If a project has a deadline, you should try to figure out beforehand what kind of help you will need to complete the task or project. Don't wait until just before it is due to ask for help. Ask for help in advance so you are not rushed. If the person you want to ask for help is really busy with other projects, you should first consider who else you might be able to ask. Also, be sure to avoid asking for help at times of the day when your coworkers go to lunch or are getting ready to leave the office for the day. Before asking for help, you need to be clear what kind of help you are seeking. Do you need someone's time, muscle, or brain power to help you with your task or question? How much time will it take to help you with a task or question? Be clear who it is that needs the help. Are you asking for yourself or for a coworker, supervisor, or a customer? Is there a deadline to complete this work? Do you need the help right now, or is it something that can wait? Do you need that person to come with you to a different spot to help, or can they help from their desk? When you make a request for help, try to be specific. The more information you have about the help you are requesting, the easier it is for those you ask to decide if they are able to help you. After you determine something is either a problem or a task that you need help to complete, you should put some thought into who is the best person to ask for help in this situation. You could ask coworkers for help when you do the same job and they have more experience than you do. You might have one specific coworker who is responsible for training you that would be good to ask. You can ask your supervisor for help when your coworkers are unable to help you, or if the problem is related to a coworker and you are not able to resolve the problem amongst yourselves. You may need to ask human resources if you have questions regarding your benefits like health insurance or problems related to company policy. You might also ask friends who are working in similar jobs or have worked in the same workplace previously. They may have some insight into the workplace and have good advice for dealing with difficult coworkers. If you are unsure who to ask for help, you can also ask a coworker or supervisor who is the best person to ask for help. Now we are going to discuss some strategies or tips about asking for help in the workplace. For making requests, be sure to use polite words like excuse me, could you, would you mind, and please. Always remember to say please when you are making a request. After the task is completed, be sure to express your gratitude by saying thank you goes a long way. Some other expressions to use are thanks, thanks a million, thanks a bunch, thank you so much, thank you so much for your help. If a person really bent over backwards to help you, you can even say, words can't express how thankful I am for your help. You can follow up any thank you by adding, I really appreciate your help. I couldn't have done it without you. Let me know if there is anything I can do to show my gratitude. In the U.S., it is expected to say please when you're making a request and thanking someone for their help, time, or even if they did not help but sent you elsewhere. When you do not use these types of words, you are considered rude and unappreciative. However, sometimes we are too busy to help, or help right away. If someone says, no, I can't help you right now, let them know that you understand and respect their time and their responsibilities, and then ask, could you tell me who might be a good person to ask? At times, others may also request help from you. Be sure to help your coworkers and supervisors when you get the chance. Helping others makes a good impression and might help you get a promotion later on. You can say things like, sure, I would be happy to help, or let me know what I can do. However, there will also be times when you are very busy with your own work, and if you spend too much time helping others, you will not be able to finish your own tasks. When you refuse to help, it is considered polite to express regret or offer an alternative. You can refuse requests by saying, I'm sorry, but I've got to continue what I'm doing right now, but I can help you later, or try asking, they know how to do that too. Sometimes you may not have heard what a person said or not fully understood what they said. It is okay to ask them to repeat or to speak slower. I'm sorry, I didn't catch what you said. Could you repeat that, please? Or, I'm sorry, I didn't understand what you said. Could you speak more slowly, please? Thank you for watching. For additional information, please see our other videos.